Hi, I'm Dr. Butler, a pediatrician at Springfield Children's Clinic, one of the VIP children's clinics. Did you know that August is National Immunization Awareness Month? There's certainly been a lot of conversation about vaccinations lately, so this could not have come at a more opportune time. As a pediatrician, my goal is to partner with families for the health and well-being of their children. In doing my best to help every child stay healthy, I'm reminded of Benjamin Franklin's famous words, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." Consider this. Health statisticians estimate that vaccinations have saved 1 billion lives since their introduction into modern medicine a couple of centuries ago. Worldwide, vaccines are credited with protecting children and adults from diseases such as meningitis, hepatitis, paralytic polio, measles, and cervical cancer, just to name a few. Life expectancies are longer in large part because of vaccines. Eradication of smallpox from the globe was made possible by the widespread availability of smallpox vaccines and its worldwide acceptance as a solution. My role as your child's pediatrician is a great privilege that I take very seriously. That said, one of the greatest things we can do to protect your child now and for their future is to provide childhood vaccinations. Immunizing them on time, according to the standard schedule set forth by experts, is essential. I trust the science and the scientists behind these life-saving discoveries to help me do my job. In the early 1950s, the polio epidemic had our nation gripped with fear, causing an average of 15,000 cases a year in the United States. It peaked at nearly 60,000 cases in 1952. Most of those cases were children, and that year alone there were over 3,000 deaths. Survivors were often left disabled. Movie theaters and venues closed. Parents were fearful of sending their children to swimming pools and birthday parties. Worse yet, very little was known at that time about how polio was transmitted, adding to the fear of this invisible enemy. Then in 1955, Dr. Jonas Salk and his research team successfully completed the development and testing of the first polio vaccine. Schools were turned into vaccination centers. Celebrities rolled up their sleeves to show their support. Less than 10 years after the end of World War II, America celebrated another victory. This new science was a monumental turning point in the history of our country and the world. Trusting this prevention as the cure put that generation of parents' choices on the right side of history. Consider the current COVID-19 pandemic and the staggering number of cases and deaths that have occurred worldwide. Over 600,000 Americans have lost their lives to this relentless and ruthless invisible enemy. Once again, science was tasked with helping us find a way out from underneath the weight of it all, and once again it brought forth the answer: vaccinating the global community. With the dedication of scientific teams in this country and abroad, all efforts were streamlined into safely and efficiently bringing us COVID-19 vaccines. 2 vaccines in particular have proven highly effective and involve revolutionary technology. One of these, the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, has now been approved for patients 12 years and older. Messenger RNA vaccines are truly an amazing advancement in medical technology that will likely change the way that many vaccines are developed in the future. If history teaches us anything, it teaches us to pay attention to it. Our communities, our nation, and our world are once again in the midst of a battle against a common invisible enemy. This enemy has proven that its legacy will stand all by itself in modern history. Let us unite in the fight, and together we can be heroes on the right side of history.